So why doesn't he treat me the way I deserve? How many times have you all said that to yourself, thought that to yourself? How many times has it happened in different dynamics, in different relationships, in different partnerships? I'm truly a believer that it is because there's probably some part of you and me in my past. And those things come up regularly, right? We're all human, that has forgotten to treat ourselves in a certain way that deserves the thing that you are complaining about that individual not doing for you. So, for example, if that individual is constantly like leaving you hanging, isn't being honest, or whatever it is with you, well, where have you not been being honest or leaving yourself hanging in your own life? Most of us, that's a hard pill to swallow if we really sit with it. And some of us don't want to sit with it. But I almost challenge you to give yourself a moment to sit with it because I swear you will uncover something about yourself that has been going on hidden in the background. I used to complain about this all the time. Why does this person, this X, Y, and Z, lie, cheat, do X, Y, and Z in my past relationships? And then I realized, wait a minute, I was lying to myself that I was going to take care of myself or I was going to tackle this for myself and say I'm going to do this health journey and then I'll do it and then I'll stumble and not be committed to myself. And then I'll, um, you know, tell myself I'm going to do X, Y, and Z or put myself in the back burner, but expect this person to make me a priority. You get where I'm going with this? And none of us want to hear this. None of us want to realize that this is a real thing, but trust me, in my life, I have seen myself sit with myself, feel these things, acknowledge these things, and look at my life and realize, wow, all the ways that I'm neglecting myself. I can look at this individual and be like, oh, wow, they're doing that to me in just a different version, a different form. Like many, many years ago, I had someone comment on my weight. And I remember thinking, they're such a horrible person. Why would they do that? And blah 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 and this and that and I didn't deserve that. This is so hurtful. And then I remembered and realized I had been going years making comments about my own weight to myself, or making comments and looking in the mirror and not loving myself or correcting myself or being like, ooh, if only that was different or whatever in my past. I mean, I've done a lot of work now to be in a more loving place, but I think all of us can relate to this, right? And I don't think any of us are perfect. Whenever if I go in that realm, I try to acknowledge it and correct it and sit with myself and um, try to love that part forward and understand where it's coming from. And I think a lot of us have not been taught that, right? We haven't been taught to it was almost like a joke in my generation to just criticize this and criticize that. It was almost like a norm. But then think about the individuals who come around and criticize you or make comments or don't value you or you don't feel good around. I have had this reflected back to me so many times that people really are a mirror in our lives. And if you have had someone in your life reflecting back something to you that isn't aligning, isn't working out, you just might want to look at how you're treating yourself to see if it resonates. And I don't mean just giving yourself a second here and be like, no, I never do that to me. No, I mean really sit with yourself because it might not look like an exact 1-for-1 ratio. It might be like, someone's cheating and going elsewhere, and you're like, I don't cheat on myself. But think about it. Where do you like abandon yourself? Where do you um, get other distractions instead of giving yourself time? Like, let's say you're meant to like give yourself, I don't know, let's say, like, for example, eating healthy meals and a bubble bath or something. And then where do you neglect yourself and just give to other people or get distracted with cell phones or technology or watching a movie and self care goes out the window? This is not a judgment because I have been on this end for so many years tackling these parts of myself to look back at it and to say and to be honest. that this is things that we do, but it's the problem of that we don't realize that we're doing it. It becomes subconscious in the background, just running around like this film, this video, this TV station, this radio station, just kind of filtering through the background that we don't realize is really coming to the forefront of our lives and emitting a frequency out to people and places and things. So for today, I would kind of share that with you. Just take a few minutes and look at the things that are bothering you with other people and look and ask, am I being this way to myself or am I neglecting some part of myself? And then maybe tackle that. Maybe give yourself a little bit of more self care. When you want to abandon yourself and give someone else the priority, stop yourself and catch it. Now that we're making this conscious, we can catch these things moving forward, maybe making notes or coming back to checking in with your body every so often or listening to that gut feeling instead of abandoning yourself for other people. Think about how that's all like reflective of someone going out and leaving you for other people. We're leaving ourselves for other people. Like, does that make sense? All right. That's my spiel for right now. Sending you love. Hope you get like a little tidbit of something from this. And the whole goal is for us to like self care more, love ourselves as women more, however much more that we can, day by day, little by little, and hopefully getting to a more loving, energetic, collective, aligned place to expand that frequency out there, to remember our power so that we can freaking be the people that we are meant to be, the goddesses that we're meant to be, and remember our true worth and power moving forward. Sending you my love, sending you my appreciation, and I understand if it's a struggle moving forward, but I think you got it. We're here together. I'm here. Just take it in baby steps. All right.